Do your legs feel weaker lately? Like getting up takes more effort than it used to? Have you noticed more cramps at night, stiffness in the morning, or a subtle loss of balance when walking? If so, it's not just normal aging, it's a signal, and your body might be trying to tell you something important. The truth is, many people over 60 are quietly missing a few key nutrients that play a critical role in leg strength, nerve health, and overnight muscle repair. But because these nutrients are inexpensive and not widely advertised, they often go overlooked even in regular checkups. What's encouraging is this: when taken before bed, the time when your body naturally heals, these vitamins can help restore function, reduce pain, and support stronger, more stable legs within just a few weeks. This video is made for those who want to take a gentle but smart step toward better mobility. You'll learn which 3 vitamins support your legs the most after 60, why taking them at night makes all the difference, how to build a simple nightly routine that supports strength without medication or complex changes. Let's begin, because your legs carry your life, and you deserve to feel steady, safe, and strong. Before going into each vitamin, please share with me the condition you are experiencing in the comments section. I will read each of your answers and will have specific instructions for each person on how to fix it properly. If your legs have started to feel heavy or slow, if there's numbness in your feet, tightness in your calves at night, or a strange sense that your legs just don't move the way they used to, you may be experiencing something that has less to do with getting older and more to do with your body running low on a critical nutrient, vitamin B12. B12 isn't just another supplement. It's the nutrient that keeps your brain connected to your muscles. It helps maintain the myelin sheath, a protective layer around your nerves that ensures fast, clear communication between your brain and the rest of your body. When B12 runs low, those nerve pathways start to fray. The messages that tell your legs to move, balance, or respond don't get through as quickly, or sometimes at all. And what begins as a mild tingling or a delayed step can, over time, lead to a dangerous fall. After age 60, your ability to absorb B12 from food drops significantly. That's not due to diet, it's a physiological change. Your stomach makes less hydrochloric acid, the substance needed to release B12 from food sources like meat or eggs. So even if you eat well, you might not be absorbing enough. According to the National Institutes of Health, up to 43% of adults over 60 have low or borderline B12 levels, often without knowing it. The symptoms arrive gradually. Maybe you notice your toes go numb while watching TV, or that your legs cramp more at night, or feel oddly stiff getting out of bed. Maybe you walk slower now, or feel off balance on stairs. It might not feel urgent, but these are early signs of a silent breakdown in nerve-muscle coordination. The good news is that this can be addressed gently, effectively, and without medication, by providing your nervous system the B12 it needs, exactly when it needs it most, while you sleep. Nighttime is when your body runs repair cycles. Nerves regenerate, muscle signals reset, tissue heals. But if B12 isn't present in your bloodstream during those hours, your nervous system can't complete its job. That's why timing matters, and why B12 is best taken at night, before bed. This gives your body the raw materials it needs during its natural healing window. But not all B12 is created equal. Many supplements contain forms that are difficult to process, especially in older adults with weaker digestion. The most effective form for people over 60 is methylcobalamin, a biologically active version your body can use immediately. Even better, it's best delivered in sublingual form, a small tablet that dissolves under the tongue. This method bypasses the digestive tract entirely and enters the bloodstream directly, which is ideal for aging bodies that don't absorb B12 well through the gut. Now, How fast can you feel a difference? Clinical studies and real-life experience suggest that consistent nightly use can improve leg control, reduce nighttime cramping, and enhance coordination within 10 to 14 days. For some, sleep becomes deeper, muscle twitches settle, the legs feel lighter, more responsive. And in more advanced cases, B12 supplementation has helped older adults regain walking endurance and balance over the course of 4 to 6 weeks. These are not extreme interventions. They're small, well-timed corrections to a quiet, long-standing deficiency. To build your own nighttime B12 habit, start with a 1000 mcg sublingual methylcobalamin tablet. Place it under the tongue 30 minutes before bed and let it dissolve slowly. Try not to eat or drink during that time, so it can be fully absorbed. You can take this while reading, watching TV, or brushing your teeth. The key is consistency, making it part of your nightly rhythm, like locking the door or turning off the lights. It's also worth noting that B12 is remarkably safe. Your body flushes out what it doesn't need, so the risk of overdose is low. Unlike caffeine or stimulants, B12 won't keep you awake. In fact, some seniors find that regular use improves their ability to fall asleep and wake up more refreshed because their nerves aren't as irritated or overactive at night. The bigger message here is this: leg strength and nerve health are not out of your control. They depend, in large part, on whether the right tools are available in the body. Tools like B12 delivered at the right time. We're not talking about expensive treatments, invasive procedures, or extreme changes. We're talking about restoring connection, quietly, repeatedly, with care. If you've been feeling like your legs aren't what they used to be, or if you've just been told that's part of aging, consider this your invitation to try something different. Tonight, before bed, give your body the B12 it needs to do what it already knows how to do: repair, protect, and rebuild. Start with one small tablet, one still moment, one thoughtful habit, and let the recovery begin, not through force, but through support. Because it's not just about walking, it's about the freedom that walking brings. For years, vitamin D3 has been labeled the bone vitamin. And yes, it does play an important role in calcium absorption and bone strength, but that's only the surface. After age 60, the role of D3 becomes far more urgent. It's not just about your bones, it's about your muscles, how well they recover, how long they last, and how strong they stay. Let's say you climb a set of stairs or take a walk around the block. Nothing extreme, but later your thighs ache, your calves feel tight, and by evening, even standing for a few minutes seems tiring. That's not just overuse. It may be your muscles trying to repair themselves with nothing to work with. This is where D3 steps in. Vitamin D3 plays a central role in muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to rebuild muscle tissue after activity. And here's the key. This process happens while you sleep. Deep in the night, your body gets to work repairing micro tears in muscle fibers, calming inflammation, and restoring tissue integrity. But if your D3 levels are low, that repair gets delayed or incomplete. You wake up stiff, sore, and tired, not restored. After 60, your ability to make D3 from sunlight drops by up to 75%. That means a walk in the park or sitting by a sunny window isn't enough. Your body simply can't convert light into D3 like it used to. And dietary sources, they're limited. Fatty fish, egg yolks, fortified milk, they help, but usually not enough. That's why D3 deficiency is one of the most common silent health gaps in older adults, and one of the most fixable. When you're low in D3, here's what typically shows up. A dull, persistent ache in the thighs or calves, weakness after light exertion, walking, cooking, or household chores, longer recovery time from simple activities, balance issues, especially when standing up or changing direction. But here's the hopeful part. Supplementing D3 at the right time, in the right way, can start reversing those symptoms in just a few weeks. The most effective strategy: take 2,000 to 4,000 IU of D3 in soft gel form, 20 to 30 minutes before bed. This ensures D3 is present in your bloodstream precisely when your body shifts into repair mode. Why before bed? Because during deep sleep, your brain releases growth hormone, which acts as a trigger for tissue repair, including muscles. If D3 is circulating at that moment, it can plug directly into the muscle recovery process. This means better strength gains, reduced soreness, and more balanced movement in the morning. And remember, D is fat soluble. That means it needs a little dietary fat to be absorbed properly. You don't need a full meal. Just a light snack will do. A few almonds, a slice of boiled egg, or a small glass of almond milk. This helps carry the D3 into your system without burdening digestion or disrupting your sleep. Some worry that taking vitamins late might cause restlessness, but with D3, it's the opposite. Studies have shown that optimal D3 levels are associated with deeper sleep and fewer nighttime awakenings, likely due to reduced inflammation and better muscle relaxation. So in many cases, bedtime D3 actually improves sleep quality, especially in those who struggle with restless legs or nighttime cramping. A 2020 study in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism followed older adults with D3 deficiency. After 3 months of bedtime D3 supplementation, participants saw a 19% increase in leg strength, a 34% reduction in fall frequency, significant improvement in walking speed and standing balance. These aren't minor changes. They're meaningful improvements in everyday life: walking to the mailbox with more confidence, standing in the kitchen without needing to lean, or waking up with energy instead of tension. Another key benefit of D3 is its ability to calm chronic, low-grade inflammation in muscle tissue. That burning ache in your calves at night, that deep soreness after carrying groceries. It might not be overexertion. It could be inflammatory stress on under-repaired muscle fibers. D3 helps regulate these inflammatory pathways, giving your body a chance to rebuild rather than just cope. But consistency matters. D3 is not a one-time fix. Think of it as fuel for your body's recovery engine. Skip it, and the system stalls. Keep it steady, and you start gaining traction. A few practical tips to remember. Use soft gel capsules. They absorb better than tablets. Take with a small fat source, not on an empty stomach. Pair with your other nighttime vitamins like B12 or K2 if you're using them. Store it near your toothbrush, your water glass, or on your bedside table where it becomes part of your evening rhythm. In summary, vitamin D3 is not just for your bones. For older adults, it may be one of the most important allies for leg strength, daily recovery, and better sleep. If you felt weaker lately, or just want to feel more steady when moving, bedtime D3 could be a simple but powerful step toward change. We've talked about reconnecting nerves B12 and rebuilding muscle fibers D3, but there's one piece that quietly determines whether these efforts truly work or get undone from the inside out. That piece is vitamin K2. Let's be clear, this is not the same as vitamin K1, which helps with blood clotting and is found in leafy greens. K2, especially in its MK7 form, does something profoundly different and deeply relevant for anyone over 60 struggling with stiff knees, weak legs, or long-lasting joint pain. Vitamin K2 is like a traffic officer for calcium. It tells calcium where to go, and just as importantly, where not to go. After age 60, many older adults take calcium and D3 in good faith, believing it will protect their bones. And while D3 does help absorb calcium from your gut into your bloodstream, without enough K2, that calcium has no direction. It can end up in the wrong places, joints, arteries, soft tissues, where it causes stiffness, plaque, and even inflammation. If you're taking calcium or D3 and still experiencing morning knee stiffness, that dull, nagging pain in your calves, or a heaviness in your legs like you're dragging bricks behind you, it could be that the calcium meant to help you is silently settling in the wrong tissues. This is not rare. It's common and correctable. Here's the science. K2 activates a protein called osteocalcin, which tells calcium to bind to bone tissue. It also activates matrix GLA protein, which prevents calcium from sticking to artery walls. Without enough K2, both proteins stay inactive. Your body absorbs calcium but doesn't know what to do with it. The result, hardened joints, sluggish legs, and an overall feeling that your body is getting heavier, when in truth it's working against itself. Now, combine this with low muscle mass and compromised nerve signals, and you can see how easy it is for older adults to slowly lose strength, balance, and confidence. That's why K2 isn't optional. It's essential, especially at night, when your body attempts to repair. Why night? Because your body enters its most active repair state during sleep. Growth hormone peaks. Bone turnover begins. Muscle cells regenerate. And if you've taken D3 to help with absorption, it's critical that K2 is present at the same time to make sure that calcium goes exactly where it should. In fact, a 2021 study published in Nutrients followed older adults who took a nighttime combination of D3 and K2. After just 8 weeks, they showed a 21% increase in quadriceps strength, a 31% improvement in balance while standing, and fewer reports of joint pain during early morning movement. These weren't elite athletes. They were average seniors in their late 60s and 70s, experiencing the typical effects of aging. What changed was their nutrient timing, not their lifestyle. So what's the best way to take K2? Start with the right form. MK7, the most bioavailable version. It stays in your system longer than other forms, ensuring overnight effectiveness. Recommended dose, between 100-200 micrograms per day, taken at night, alongside your D3 supplement. Timing matters. You want these nutrients available in your bloodstream when your body is building, not when you're rushing through daily tasks. Pair your K2 with a small, healthy fat source, like a few almonds, a boiled egg, or a spoonful of almond butter. K2 is fat-soluble, and even a modest amount of fat significantly improves absorption. You might be wondering, how long before results show? Most people begin to feel reduced joint tightness and a slight increase in leg stability within 2 to 3 weeks. Over the course of 6 to 8 weeks, the improvements tend to build, especially if you stay consistent. What if you're already taking D3 and calcium? That's actually the best time to start K2. You're already absorbing calcium. Now it's time to guide it home. Otherwise, you may unintentionally increase your risk for joint calcification, arterial stiffness, or even kidney stress, simply because calcium lacks the right instruction. If your knees feel stiff every morning, if your calves ache after sitting, or if walking upstairs makes your legs feel like they're resisting you, this may be the silent deficiency behind it. And K2 could be the missing key in your routine. Think of it like a lock and key system. D3 unlocks the door, K2 shows calcium where to go, and your body gets stronger quietly, gently, and safely while you sleep. Tonight, when you prepare your vitamins, don't forget this overlooked hero. And if you're starting fresh, even better. Begin with just D3 and K2 together, with a little fat, about 30 minutes before bed. That small act could begin the slow, steady process of rebuilding your foundation. from the inside out. Because strength isn't built in bursts, it's restored in the quiet consistency of simple habits done right and done regularly. Vitamins are only part of the story. To truly support your body's recovery at night and feel the difference in your legs during the day, you'll need more than just pills. The good news? It doesn't take drastic change. Just a few small, thoughtful habits added to your routine can make all the difference. Let's look at 3 habits that are simple, realistic, and proven to help your body absorb nutrients, reduce inflammation, and restore strength, especially while you sleep. One of the biggest silent threats to muscle and joint health in older adults is dehydration. It's easy to overlook. Many people wait until they're thirsty, but by that time, your cells have already been running low on fluid for hours. Why does this matter? Because vitamins like B12, D3, and K2 travel through your bloodstream. Without enough water, blood volume shrinks, circulation slows, and nutrients can't reach your muscles or nerves efficiently. Even the best supplements won't work if they can't get where they need to go. Here's the fix. Instead of trying to drink large amounts of water at once, sip 1 glass of water every 1 to 2 hours throughout the day. Keep a cup near your favorite chair. Flavor it with cucumber, mint, or lemon if plain water doesn't appeal to you. Stop drinking about 1 hour before bed. This helps avoid bathroom trips that disrupt your sleep. Just this simple rhythm of steady hydration can improve vitamin absorption, reduce nighttime cramps, and help your body flush out toxins naturally. Your evening meal sets the stage for your body's repair cycle. If dinner is heavy in starch like rice, bread, or pasta, or sugary desserts, sweet drinks, your body spends hours working to digest and manage blood sugar levels. That means fewer resources available for repairing muscles, restoring nerves, or absorbing the supplements you take before bed. What's more, heavy or sugary meals in the evening can promote low-grade inflammation, especially in the legs and joints. That's the aching, burning, or stiffness some people feel around midnight or early morning. Instead, aim for a simple, balanced evening meal. A small portion of lean protein like boiled egg, grilled chicken, or tofu, steamed vegetables, or leafy greens, a little healthy fat like olive oil or a slice of avocado. Then, give your body at least 2 hours before taking your nighttime vitamins. That short window lets your system finish digesting food so it can focus on repair and absorption during sleep. You'll likely notice not just better sleep, but also less stiffness and soreness when you wake up. This might surprise you. The best way to improve vitamin delivery to your legs is to use them, not with exercise, not with weights, just light, gentle movement, enough to wake up circulation and tell your nervous system, these muscles are active. Let's support them. Here's a simple 3-minute routine you can try every night before bed. Ankle circles, 10 times each side. Sit down, slowly rotate your ankles, clockwise and counterclockwise. Heel raises 10 reps while standing near your bed or a chair. Lift your heels slowly off the ground, then lower them. This gently engages your calves. Seated leg stretch, 30 seconds each leg. Sit on the edge of your bed, extend one leg, and gently flex your foot. You'll feel a soft stretch along the back of your thigh and knee. These movements promote blood flow, relax tight muscles, and prepare your legs to recover through the night. In a 2021 study in geriatric rehabilitation, seniors who practiced just 5 minutes of bedtime leg movement experienced 22% better blood flow to the lower limbs and reported fewer leg cramps and better balance within 10 days. The truth is, your body wants to heal. When you give it the right nutrients at the right time and support it with the right habits, recovery becomes possible again. No extreme diets, no rigid rules, just steady care and smart choices. So drink steadily, eat lightly, and move gently. Your legs and your independence are worth it. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Is it more hand numbness or leg fatigue? Are you already taking any of these vitamins or just getting started? Leave a comment below, and if you share your age or daily habits, I just might have a suggestion tailored just for you. Thank you for watching and for taking the time to care for yourself. And if you found this helpful, consider subscribing to Senior Diamond, a space made just for you to stay strong, informed, and independent as you age with clarity and grace. Until next time, take good care, especially at bedtime.